Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with InShape Fitness. I'm Coach Kim and I'll be your trainer. Today is Tuesday, June the 3rd. We're doing a level 1/level 2, sort of a preconditioning beginner level workout today. It's still going to be 15 minutes in length. No equipment is required, and we're going to elevate your heart rate, boost your energy and your metabolism, work your entire body, and just a well-balanced exercise routine that you can do in 15 minutes. So hopefully you're doing it at the beginning of your day before your day gets crazy and you find lots of reasons to skip it. So stand up real tall for me and do a postural systems check. All right, that's a tongue twister. So you want to make sure that your ears are in line with your shoulders, right? That means your chest is open, your shoulders are back, and you're breathing deeply with better efficiency. When your shoulders are forward and your chest is closed, it's more difficult for you to breathe with 100% capacity. So make sure your feet are straight and that your back is straight, your abs are engaged, your tailbone is tucked in. Take a deep breath and then plant your feet about shoulder width apart and extend your arms up with your palms facing out. We're going to do a standing bicycle crunch to warm you up. And that means that you bring the right elbow down and across your body as you lift up the left knee. The knee and the elbow meet, then you stretch back out, and then you repeat with the opposite pair, your left elbow and your right knee, and your 30 seconds is going. Squeeze and exhale as you squeeze. You inhale as you stretch back out. All right. Keep going. You're about 15 seconds in here, just warming up the body, getting some blood flowing to your limbs, to your fingers and your toes and your arms and your legs, and getting that breathing pattern underway as well. You really want to take in your air through your nose. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth, getting all the carbon dioxide out of your body. Now we're going to do giant arm circles with butt kicks. All right, it doesn't have to be a jog butt kick, but you want to kick up your heels towards your butt, activating the hamstrings, and extend your arms out to the sides with no bend in the elbow. And 30 seconds starts now. Now switch directions on those arm circles. Again, giant circles without a bend in the elbow means that you're not making very many of them. You really should feel as the muscle, you extend the arm back, you feel the stretch through the chest muscles, the pecs, and then as you bring your arm forward, you get that stretch in the back. Again, a little more blood flow to the upper part of the body. We're going to, as I said, it's a really well-balanced approach. So we're going to take the first 3 moves. You're going to be on your feet, working your core, working your legs, your butt, and then down on the floor, also working your core, but getting a little bit of upper body movement in there as well. Okay, so the first move is a forward kick or a forward knee lift, depending on your ability level. If you want to stick with the 1, preconditioning, you're just lifting up the knees to about hip level, alternating, making sure that the foot that's on the floor is straight. You don't want to turn your toes out. It's a very big deal, keeping your feet straight. All right, so lift up the knee, pause for a fraction of a second, then lower back down. Let's go ahead and start the clock for 30 seconds. If you're doing the kick part, same thing. You lift up the knee, then you kick out the lower leg with a flexed foot, then put the foot back on the floor and alternate. Your hands are on your hips, or you can extend your hands out to your sides, or you could even do a kickboxer's sort of defense position where your arms are in front of your face, your forearms protecting your face like a kickboxer would do. You've got a couple more seconds. I apologize, by the way, for the status of my voice. I have a bit of laryngitis that I contracted somehow over the weekend. It doesn't want to go away. So, all right, moving right along here, we're going to do a squat. All right, it doesn't have to be a complete squat. If you want to do the modified version, you'll just go down halfway, but you want to plant your feet shoulder width apart. Okay, and that means, again, toes don't turn out. Your feet are straight. You're going to sit down and back into your imaginary chair. Pause before you switch directions, right? Pause as you switch directions so that your brain is in control of the muscles that you're using when you lift back up. You press your glutes into the floor and you press your heels into the floor, contract your glutes, and lift back up. All right, let's start the clock for 30 seconds. Don't focus on the number of squats. That's specifically why we don't have a number of repetitions attached to these sets. I want you to focus on the quality of your movement, not the number of squats that you do. So lower down, pause, lift up, and repeat. 10 more seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to do some jumping jacks or half jacks, depending on, again, your ability level. You want to make sure that your back is straight, your abs, really draw those tummy muscles in. Pretend you've got a marble placed right in your belly button, and assuming you have an innie. I guess if you have an outie, you just have to really visualize this, but you really want to squeeze, pretending that you're going to attempt to hold the marble in your belly button through this 30 seconds. So land lightly on the balls of your feet. Your time is going now. Everyone knows how to do a jumping jack, but just focus on doing them really well. Extending your arms up over your head, trying to minimize the bend in the elbow, but maintain complete control. All right, halfway through here. A slight bend in your knee for shock absorption is a really great way to minimize the impact that you experience in your body. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and now down on the floor you go. Onto your hands and knees. All right, now we're going to just do a couple of cat camels, right? Which is a yoga stretch for the lower back. You're going to drop, for the entire back, you're going to drop your head like a bowling ball and round up your spine like a scared cat. Breathe deeply and make sure that your shoulders are lined up with your hands. Your time is going, by the way. Your knees are lined up with your hips. And then take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift your head and your chest and invert your lower back to contract it. Then you go back to the scared cat one more time, but breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one last time into the camel, where you lift your head and your chest, inverting your back. And when you're done with that, flatten out to the neutral position and then lower your body down to your elbows. To the extent that you can hold a plank for 30 seconds, either walk your legs back out until you're on your toes, where your elbows line up with your shoulders and your butt is down, but not sinking. Let's start the clock for 30 seconds. If you need to release some of that pressure and lower to your knees, that's fine. And just don't completely fall out to your tummy. Okay, you can do this. You're halfway through it already. 30 seconds is already halfway over. So just make sure you're breathing. These are a little more shallow in terms of the breath depth, if you will. But just make sure you're getting the air in, getting the carbon dioxide out. Last 3 seconds. And now turn your body over to your back. All right, your legs are straight. Your arms are down by your sides. Palms, face your palms up. All right, so scoop in those tummy muscles, draw the navel in towards your spine. And this is a really easy exercise, and it is suitable for absolutely everyone. I want you to just focus on lifting your head up. And go down to the floor. You're down on the floor now. Hopefully you kept jumping. Seemed like I lost my stream for a second there, but we're doing some cat camels now. Hands, shoulders in line, knees, hips in line. Drop your head like a bowling ball. Round up your spine like a scared cat. Take a deep breath. And then exhale and contract the lower back, lifting your head and your chest as you do the camel component of this posture. One more time, invert into the scared cat. Take another deep breath, and then we're going to do one more of the camels. Okay, so keep going. Hold it for a couple more seconds as you take one more deep breath. As you exhale, flatten out and lower your body down to your elbows. All right, modified plank. So now walk those feet back or a plank, depending on how long you can stay on your toes. If you're on your toes, it's a plank. If you're on your knees, it's a modified plank. But either way, you're working your tummy muscles all in a functional unit, as one unit. The cool part about a plank, so your time is going now. The amazing thing that happens with the body is that when you're in this position, when you are horizontal but elevated off the floor, right, either on your elbows or on your hands, your internal ab muscles, so there are muscles, tiny muscles on the inside of the rib cage, and the muscles that wrap the rib cage. Then you have oblique muscles, the side abs, and then the front ab muscle group, and the back, right? All of that stuff has to function together as a unit. It switches on, contracts isometrically, which means that air and extra fluids and fats and stuff gets pushed out of that space. That's why it's so effective in terms of having the slimming effect. All right, that was a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but I'm so concerned that we got cut off a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the head lift with straight legs. So turn your body over now. And lift your head and then go back down. And then I'm going to finish you off on your feet. If you want to stick around, you can. If you want to go, that's fine too. But to redo that last jack move, and then if you want, even we'll redo some of those squats just to bring you closer to 15 minutes. For me, at least. I don't know what happened. The on-air button went away and it came back, but I don't know. We seem to have lost some time. Anyway, so you're lifting your head up as you exhale, then lowering your head back. Now, if you are a little more advanced and you want to make this harder, lift your shoulders and your shoulder blades up off the floor as well. Okay, keep going. 10 more seconds. Very good. Now, stand back up for me. All right, let's do those jumping jacks again if you want. The jumping jacks are going for 30 more seconds, or the half jacks. And if you're going to stop now, because you actually did do this and there's just some weird thing that happened to my feed here, let me just say one thing. We'll be back tomorrow for the level 3 difficulty for Wednesday, June the 4th. And we are very close to the end of the sort of free complimentary period for InMotionWorkouts.com. You can still, as of today and through the end of next week, probably set up a free account and try all of the features at InMotionWorkouts.com. We will be turning on the membership sort of component here in the next week or so. So definitely check it out. Give us any feedback that you care to give. You can reach my team at bodybyInshape.com or dial us in at 212-362-1001. All right. We've done at least 30 seconds more of jumping jacks. If you want to do a few more squats, that's great. But I'm going to sign off here. I'm Coach Kim from InShape Fitness. It was great having you. Join me for this workout. We'll be back tomorrow for level 3. And this series will continue through the entire week up to Friday with the level 5 Body Blast. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.